What an absolute beauty of a game for Chelsea. And in this video, we are going to be talking about a few key factors. Obviously, João Pedro, Enzo Maresca, but also PSG and Real Madrid, because those are the two teams that Chelsea will not be playing in the final. And I do believe Chelsea can beat both those teams. I understand PSG just won the Champions League and they absolutely dominate Inter Milan, but that is not the case when it comes to this final, because when we're talking about Chelsea, they are one of the best teams when it comes to final. Now, I understand they have lost finals before, but when they make it to the final, anything can happen. We've seen this time and time again. Manchester City, Bayern Munich, just to name two right off the bat. Now, that all being said, though, this match was a huge statement for João Pedro. And let's be real here, this is quite remarkable with what he did today in this match, because he's only been with the club for roughly 7 days. This is his second match, but first match starting for the club, and he just excelled. He took his chances and did what he was supposed to do. And the reason why Chelsea went and bought this player. Now, obviously, there was huge talking points about Chelsea maybe buying too many strikers or false number 9s, but right now, after that match, I am totally sold on this player, because what we saw from him was remarkable, and we're probably going to make a different video just breaking down his 2 goals here. But really what we saw here was a guy that can receive the ball and be creative by himself. Does not need anyone else around him, especially on that first goal. My goodness, the ball gets cleared out to him, and all he does is just set himself up and just a beautiful curling shot to the back post. Keeper never had a chance, but even on the second one, with the power that he generated with that shot, it really does show us that we have a guy now that can really just do his own thing. Now, granted, he has other players around him, Neto, Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, just to name a few guys that can facilitate and play the ball to him. And when they do that, they can then just rely on him to do certain things. But we've talked about before how this man not only can score goals, but he can also be very creative as well. So if he receives the ball in a certain spot, he can dribble, find pockets of space, and make those passes that are very lethal to, again, unlock the defense. So this man may be the starting position at our number 9 the start of the season, and that's hard for me to say, because I thought Liam Delap was completely sold in being the starting number 9 for us. But after watching this game, and I'm having a feeling that João Pedro is probably going to start in the final as well, and if he does well in that game, he's mostly going to be our starting number 9 going into week 1 or match 1, and it would make total sense, because during that time frame, he's going to have more time to understand Enzo Maresca's style and understand the players around, because really this match was just him being thrown out there just to free flow what he can do. Being a Brazilian player, it just showed what he is capable of doing, and like I said, it was beautiful to watch today. And I think Chelsea may have found the perfect mixture with a player such as him, because if they can, again, rely on him to do his own thing, to find the back of the net, to score goals, and not constantly have to worry about Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, even Moise Caicedo to play the ball to a number 9 like Nico Jackson or Liam Delap, this again makes it way different for Chelsea and how they can actually attack teams and break teams down. Now, the second thing I definitely want to talk about is Enzo Maresca, because I do believe he is getting the perfect tactics in this entire tournament. Now, granted, we were missing a few key players because of suspensions. That's why we didn't see Liam Delap. It's also why we didn't see Colwell in this match. But because of this, he definitely changed a few different things. He did start Malagos still, which again made sense because of Reece James had an injury. He then went with Tosin in the back line. But these players, again, they are stepping up when they need to step up. But I think Enzo Maresca is talking to them and also giving them tactics that they need to be doing and facilitate the things that they can do well. They continue to keep doing well. And it's been shown, because really Chelsea have been dominant in this entire Club World Cup. They really haven't let up too many goals. The back line has been very solid, and even Robert Sanchez, I do believe, has done quite well throughout this entire tournament. Again, I will keep talking and praising him until he's not a Chelsea goalkeeper. I do still think he's very good, but really our defense has been rock solid pretty much this entire tournament. I mean, you could argue the Flamengo game was the only time that we did struggle, but we also were down a man at that point, which makes it very difficult. But minus that match, Chelsea's defense has been rock solid, something we haven't seen in quite some time. And like we just talked about earlier with João Pedro, we are now scoring goals. We have both ends that are clicking well, and our midfield has been doing so well for so many years, so it's not something we've ever had to worry about. So all 3 areas of the pitch are doing really well, and like I said, Chelsea now have the capabilities to go on to win their next match, aka the final, and lift the trophy and be the Club World Cup winners, getting the golden badge on their jersey for the next 4 years. Now, yes, they have won this before, but still, to be the first team to win with a new concept of all the teams being added to it just gives that little bit of edge and that boost of ego to this players and to this club. And like we said before, they can beat PSG, they can beat Real Madrid, and if they do, and when they do beat this team, they will then go flying high into the Premier League. And like I said, all these players will be buzzing, and we will have some time to rest these players as well. So we do have time to be 100% match fit come match day one. Hopefully we don't have any injuries at that point. But like I said, Enzo Maresca has really been working with these players to, again, pin them around and move them around the way they should be. Not only just left and right wingers, but also our midfield. We've seen different rotations with Santos as well. And like I said, we are seeing so many mixtures that teams really do not know how to defend against us, because they defend one thing, we can throw another mixture at them. They defend that, we can throw another thing at them. There is constantly chaos going on with this club, with how we can, again, distribute the ball and attack teams. Because of this, it makes it very difficult, because if teams try to defend a certain way, there's another key factor. Now, again, I'm not going to say we're not going to struggle against the low block, because we probably still will. Most teams do, but we do have more key players that can break down that low block. And like I said, once we score those goals against low block teams, they have to open up. And once that happens, obviously the floodgates can open up. We've seen this time and time again with Chelsea. So like I said, with the players we are currently having right now, I do think we do win the final against PSG. I think PSG beats Real Madrid, and I think we win that game 3-1. So I do want to know, what do you guys think? If you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it. And comment down below what you think will happen in the final. I will see you in the next video.